Okay, hi. This is my reading log for week number 8. This week we were asked to choose a Newbery Award-winning book. I chose the book that won the Newbery Award in 2010, and it is called When You Reach Me, and it's by Rebecca Steed. This book was published by Wendy Lamb Books in 2009, and it has about 200 pages. And it's appropriate for children aged about 8 to 12 or 3rd to maybe 7th grade. And it is a fantasy novel. And it's a fantasy because there is some time travel kind of illusions and things that are happening in it that could not happen in real life. So the main character's name is Miranda. She is a preteen girl who lives in New York City in the 1970s. Miranda lives with her mom. Her mom has a boyfriend named Richard. And in this book, Miranda has a best friend named Sal, and something happens and they stop being friends. But during all of this, Miranda starts to get notes that give her things. They call them proofs that this is what I mean. And this note originally, one says that that these notes are there so that this unknown author of these notes can help save her friend from dying. And but they're unknown. We don't know who's doing them. And so this book kind of jumps back and forth from past to present. As we try to figure out if these notes are real, do we believe these notes? Has somebody figured out how to time travel, which Miranda is kind of interested in because her favorite book throughout the story, and it's referenced regularly, is A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine L'Engle. And so during this entire story, we're going through Miranda's life in 1970s New York City with difficulties with friendships, making new friends, some time traveling, an unknown note writer who's trying to save her friend, and then she has to write a note so that this time traveling person can come back and save her life, or her friend's life. And so some of the characters are Richard, her mom's boyfriend, her mom, Miranda, her friend who lives in the same apartment as she does, Sal, a boy named Marcus who gets in an altercation with Sal, which he's just kind of a non-kid who Miranda kind of knows but kind of doesn't know. And then 2 friends that she regularly sees are Anne-Marie and Colin. And then there's also this character who is a homeless man who is referenced throughout the book, is an important character, but you don't know why until the end. And so, again, this is When You Reach Me by Rebecca Steed. Why is this book good for children? This book is good for children because it deals with a lot of real-life situations that children have to deal with. Dissolving friendships, having to make new friends, having to kind of maneuver life, and kind of deal with mysteries and things that these kids maybe don't understand how to deal with. And so it's a very relatable book for children. I relate to it because I've had friends who have just kind of disappeared without me knowing why, very suddenly, much like Miranda and Sal's relationship. And then also the character Marcus, I relate to Marcus because he is very inquisitive and he wants to know why. He's always questioning everything, and that reminds me of my oldest son who wants to know the reason behind everything. So activity for this book, I thought it would be fun for students to pair up in groups of 2 and leave notes alluding to clues that other students had to figure out what they meant, and they'd switch notes, and then they'd have to figure out what the clues in the note meant based off of something in the classroom or in the school. Also, I thought it would be interesting to have students read A Wrinkle in Time so they could reference it and see how the 2 books relate to each other. Again, When You Reach Me by Rebecca Steed.